This is called a zero stretch method. Pick it up, and we're gonna go ahead and squeegee this down right here, right here. You guys can see everything is starting to flatten out. Yo, what up, you guys? Welcome back to another day on wrapping the G80. So today we're actually going to go ahead and start wrapping the driver's side of, or the passenger side of the vehicle. Yesterday, me and my boy Seb, we went ahead and took care of the driver's side. I'll go ahead and show you guys really quickly. So as you guys can see, we have the quarter panel, 2 doors are all done. Everything came out absolutely amazing on this side. We went ahead and got all of the inside of the doors done. If you guys look, everything is nice and consistent. So once we close the doors, absolutely no red showing. And then same thing for the rear door as well. Everything is nice and consistent. We even went ahead and took this piece off. This actually comes off pretty easy. There we go. And bam. So everything looks super, super good. We're gonna go ahead and clip this back in really quickly. Bam. And same thing for the rear. Our main goal for today is to go ahead and knock out both of the doors, as well the quarter panel, maybe the trunk, maybe the hood, and maybe the driver's side fender as well. We actually went ahead and started wrapping this one, but we got a little bit of trash underneath that. I wasn't really too happy with it, so we just pulled it off. We're gonna go ahead and rewrap it and make sure everything is looking super, super good when we get this car delivered. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get this whole side cut out. Once it's cut out, I'll bring you guys back, and from there, let's go ahead and knock out the door. All right, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and start the door right now. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my squeegee with some like lubricant. Basically, this is just Mothers. It's like an instant detail. So it just helps the squeegee glide across the film. And basically from here, we are going to go ahead and unravel the backing right now. So we're gonna go ahead and move this magnet. I'll come over here to this corner, peel it back. And again, the cap sheet is still on, so. And basically just pull this down and off. We're gonna go and pull this back, just like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use a zero stretch method on this film. So what I mean by zero stretch is we're actually not going to add any type of heat to this door. The only heat that we're going to add is going to be around our edges, and that's going to be when we are tucking them. Another example is when we would use heat is if we're actually creased the vinyl and we need to get it out. But other than that, when it comes to squeegeeing everything out, we should not be using any type of heat. So this is called a zero stretch method. So again, we're not going to be stretching anything onto this door. So you guys can see I lifted up the vinyl, and then I used my squeegee to go ahead and flatten everything out. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing for this side. So another thing is, if you guys notice when people wrap doors and they get a lot of tension while they're squeegeeing the air down, the reason is because they actually started on a high spot. So versus starting on a flat spot, they started something up here at an angle. So when you do this, you're bound to get tension somewhere along the lines when you're working it. So this is why I like to do this method, the zero stretch, because when you guys notice, when I squeegee everything out, I'm not gonna have any type of tension anywhere throughout the door. So same thing for this side. Pick it up, and we're gonna go ahead and squeegee this down or back. Now basically what we just did is we separated it into two. So now we can work the top as its own and the bottom as its own. So I always like to do the bottom first. So get comfortable. And basically this personally is too much vinyl for me, so I'm actually going to go ahead and trim this out. What did I do with my blade? I just had it. Oh, it's on the floor. Always losing it. It's the first thing to get lost, Seb. Everybody's blade. He said my blades. Like, you're the only one that loses them. All right. So now that we went ahead and marked the middle, we basically pick up the vinyl to where we've ended our squeegee, and we're going to go ahead and pick up from there. And basically just going to go ahead with our bottom hand. We're just holding the vinyl. We're not pulling. We're holding. That's it. And we are just going to go ahead and start squeegeeing. Now, if you guys notice the way that I squeegee, it is always at an angle. It's never straight, always at an angle. So I'm always like this, never like that. I never squeegee straight down. I'm always working side to side. And then another thing is you guys should notice is that I always work evenly. So I don't ever go one side, finish that side, and then move over. I'm always working evenly. So I'll squeegee one side, come back to the other. Same thing. And we're just going to go ahead and do that all the way down. Just like that. And if you guys notice, again, we don't have any type of tension right here. This is all nice and relaxed. And we've already went ahead and reached the bottom of the door. So now we're going to go ahead and take care of the top. And again, look, we have absolutely no tension at the bottom. And now let's go ahead and take care of the top now. Same thing that we did for the bottom. We're going to go ahead and lift up the top to about right there. And it's okay to let the vinyl hang out like this. It's okay. And basically just going to go ahead and work it. Again, not getting too far ahead of ourselves. We always want to make sure we're working evenly. Sometimes this little door area will be a pain, so it's really just a matter of locking that in. So, might take a little bit of working. Should be able to lock it in right here though, actually. There you go. All right, so now that we're so close to the top, I'm going to go ahead and remove the cap sheet. Man, so once the cap sheet is removed, it does make the vinyl a little bit more pliable. So like down here, I didn't really get all the way down to the bottom, but now I can very, very easily. The cap sheet just makes it a little bit more thicker. And bam, bottom's done. Now we're gonna go and take care of the top. And again, we're always working side to side. Don't ever get too far ahead of yourselves. So I can even use my finger. I got a little bit of air there, so we'll lift that up. And we're good. And then once I get very close to the top, then I can go ahead and start working out everything in one motion like this. But again, I'm never squeezing straight up. I'm always to the side. Bam. And our door is all squeegeed. Just drop my blade. So now the next thing that I like to do is we are going to go ahead and trim out. Just drop my snitty. I'm just dropping everything today. Can you put that away? Careful, the blade is out. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and start trimming. We're gonna go ahead and start trimming right here. Since we're trimming on the door, not on the door, since we're trimming out the door, we're going to be trimming on the opposite of the door, which would be our fender. So we're not cutting against the door, we're cutting against our fender. So make sure your blade is not out too far, because you don't want to cut any rubber trims or any existing paint behind this door. So we're going to bring it out about that much, about a ½ inch. And we are going to go ahead and gently add pressure against our fender and trim all the way down. Fender ends there. Lift up a little bit, slice that out. And there's that section. Same thing for this side of the door. We're going to go ahead and trim on the opposite. So we'll be trimming on our back door. And again, make sure your blade is not too far out, because usually the back doors will have an inner lip. So you don't want to cut that lip. And take your time, nice and slow. And if you need to reposition, make sure you reposition. And there's our top. Bam. So now we're going to go ahead and cut out our bottom piece. Now, typically on the bottom of the doors, I always do a flush cut. There's no reason for the vinyl to be wrapped underneath. Nobody's ever gonna see it. Even then, the blade that I'm using has like a little lip on it, so it gives me a little bit of an edge. So I actually have something to tuck around. And bam. And that section is done. So before I open up the door, you always have to make sure you take care of this side first, because if not, the leftover vinyl will actually snag onto the fender, and then it'll kind of just lift it up, which we don't want. So let me grab a heat gun real quick. How long are we on this door? 10 minutes? No way. That's super quick, actually. I thought it was longer. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of this side. Now, the hardest or the most difficult pieces or edges to do are going to be where our body line is, so around this and around this area. So typically what I like to do is I like to take care of this section first. So we're gonna add our heat. This one you kind of do want to get very warm because you want it to be malleable. So, or whatever, is that word? Malleable? Do I conform? I don't know. Anyways, I wanted to sound smart, but I don't know if I'm right. Anyways, you guys can see I heated it and then I pushed it down with my finger, and I did put a lot of pressure because I want to get it deep in there as far as I can. So we're gonna add more heat, and on this section, we want it to get really hot. So get it really, really hot, and we're gonna take the edge of our squeegee. We're gonna just roll that in there. Bam, and now we don't have any creases or anything like that. Solid. Add heat all along this. We'll add extra heat on that edge. We're gonna go ahead and press that in as far as we can. Just like that. Reheat it. We're gonna get the edge of our squeegee and we're gonna roll this in there. And bam, we're done. From here, we'll just get our squeegee and roll all of this in there. And this section is done. Actually, we gotta take care of this bottom right here real quick. So let's heat this up. Go over the bottom of our door. Remember guys, post-heating is key, so you always want to make sure you post-heat everything. All right, so now that we have that section done, we're actually able to go ahead and open up our door. And we're going to take care of this corner. So on these edges, since they are a little bit rounded, what I like to do, actually, this corner's really dirty. Can you grab me a rag real quick, Seb? I didn't even realize it was underneath that rubber. All right, so now that we have that edge, we're actually gonna go ahead and heat this up. We're just gonna go ahead and pull it, give it a slight stretch around. And with that stretch, it'll actually conform around that corner. And just like that, this section is done. So we'll leave that there. We're gonna go ahead and come back to this corner over here. And we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. So we'll add a little bit of heat and we're gonna go ahead and pull up and around. So slight pull up and around, and that's it. And then this corner right here will automatically fold. Press everything from here. Pretty easy. And then we're gonna go ahead and do just a straight cut all the way back. Oh, careful with that. I believe actually, oh, that gets cut off. Bam. And then we post heat all of our edges. And everything is looking good. So we just have these edges left to do, so we're just going to go and heat these up and then fold them around. Bam. What's up, brother? Where is it? Where is it? Here, come get it. Here you go, bro. That's all good. And bam, our door is pretty much all done. So the only thing that we have left to do is where the door handle goes. So let me go ahead and reposition you guys, and let's knock this one out. That's how I broke my last mic. I was pissed. I only had it for like a couple days and it fucking broke. All right, so what we're gonna do with this section is we're gonna go ahead and heat it up. So what you're gonna see the vinyl do is it looks like it has like little wrinkles, right? Right here, right here. When I actually heat this up, this is all going to go ahead and disperse and flatten out. Once I see it flatten out, I'm going to go ahead and start off in the middle. We'll mark a line straight down across, or straight down, and then we're going to go ahead and use our thumb to work all the air out to the right. And then again, for the opposite, all the air out to the left. So let's go ahead and heat this up. Yeah, you guys can see everything is starting to flatten out, and we're good there. So next thing to do is we're going to go ahead and rub it across real quick, down, and work our air out across. And you do kind of want to do this quick to avoid any type of adhesive lines. And just like that, we have our door cup done. And we are going to go ahead and trim all this out around this real quick. And then these cuts don't have to be perfect, but I just like to make them as clean as possible. Obviously, we have a door handle that goes over this, and it covers quite a bit. So, and just like that, we're gonna go and do a quick post heat. And just like that, our door is done. All right, you guys, so we just finished up the driver doors. You guys can see everything came out absolutely amazing. So now we're going to go ahead and hop onto the rear door. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through this one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure everything is wiped down, it's ready to go. So I'll set you guys up, and from there, let's go ahead and knock out the passenger door.